Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jahan, in case you're new. Today's pick a card reading is going to focus on the most ideal career for your personality type. Today we have 4 options. I highly recommend picking 1 or 2 options depending on whichever card you feel the most drawn to or your zodiac sign. So with the Ace of Swords, this could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air energy. We have earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then we have fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Timestamps will be listed down below, and if you feel like you need more time to pick or meditate or do whatever you do, feel free to pause the video, but just make sure you're using your intuition. And I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Alright, so if you were drawn to the Ace of Swords, let's take a look at the most ideal careers for your personality type. So I just want to point out, this reading is meant to spark growth and inspiration, or kind of confirm what you already are doing or maybe thinking about pursuing. So per usual, only take what resonates and ignore what doesn't, because remember, these are videos on YouTube for a ton of people. All right, so let's jump right in. I have some channel messages. I have like a bunch of channel messages. Oh my god. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see. There you go, Ace of Swords. So science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM. You're someone who's very, very analytical. You could be great at multitasking. You're great at teaching, possibly. I feel as though you could be a geek or a nerd, a speaker or a writer. Swords energy to me represents communication, so I feel as though anything to do with communications. I feel as though anything sharp or cutting edge, anything like you literally have the what am I trying to say? I feel as though you could come up with something cutting edge or invent something. And also, because the Ace of Swords is a knife or a sword, I feel as though anything to do with cutting, so like anything to do, like possibly even being like a carpenter, or like literally anything to do with a knife, like a butcher, or anything to do where you're skilled with a knife or a sword. Any career that's innovative. I was picking up on some specific careers like app development, computer programming, software developer, dentist, physician's assistant, orthodontist, nurse practitioner, medical and health service manager, IT manager, web developer, mechanical engineer, psychologist, civil engineer, information security, a surgeon, because remember that's like the knife. Psychiatry, anything to do with the psyche or mental health, legal or law enforcement, justice, anything to do with law, and any career that involves uniform as well, machinery, And I already mentioned teaching. All right, so that's what I got for channel messages. So let's take a look at your cards. We have as a full-time job, serving, do it a little at a time. In the 6th house, service to others, what is good for us, your work. By making the right connections, the idea in question, get your ideas going. 3rd house energy, your idea, short-term thinking, and trips, who or what is around you. We have the 3 of Swords. Interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna set this up. This is like the first one. I'll do this. And then last but not least, we have Leo, the lover. Expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, gilliness, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. All right. You could have a lot of Leo in your chart. You could be a Leo if you're not a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you could just take on those energies, or there might be a need for you to take on this Leo energy. Spirit is saying sometimes it is okay to be excessive. Sometimes it's okay to be self-confident. It's okay to be proud. Sometimes it takes a certain level of confidence just to get out of bed every morning, right? With this service to others, I feel as though whatever it is that you end up doing in reference to your career, you might end up having to work odd-end jobs or like little jobs here and there that you wouldn't really want to do. Maybe like being a waitress or washing dishes or janitorial jobs, just in order to make your dreams come true. Some of you, this is something that you're doing while you're getting something started, something off the ground. And I get the sense that by making the right connections and by getting your ideas to the forefront, obviously, you know, make sure you're doing it right, doing it smart, to where nobody's stealing your ideas. But either way, Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to share what it is that you're good at. Don't be afraid to share your gifts and your talents, and make sure that you're making the right connection. Make sure that you're associating yourself with the right people. Because I feel as though with the 3 of Swords, you've already faced a lot of delays, a lot of disappointments. And Spirit is saying, don't, you know, there's a need for you to cut out any bad habits. Don't keep making the same mistake, or don't keep doing the same thing expecting different results. There's a need for you to be a little bit more confident. Some of you might be second guessing yourself or your product or whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. But Spirit is saying, whatever it is that you need to do, write it down. Make the necessary connections. Network. You see the little phone and the feather. And I feel as though your spirit guides have been trying to communicate with you as well. Some of you might even literally be finding feathers everywhere you go, or you might be seeing a lot of number synchronicities. This is because Spirit is trying to work on a breakthrough for you. Some of you, from whenever you happen to see this, I'm picking up on the winter, fall seasons, or like October through October, November, December months. I feel as though there could be some sort of good news coming in reference to your work. Spirit is saying, just do it a little at a time. Whatever it is that you want to do as a career, just give it, do it a little at a time, and don't be afraid to speak up and use your voice as well. So, for instance, if you're wanting to transition from working a 9-to-5 to starting your own little startup or your own business, you don't have to just flat out quit your job. So it's saying you can just work on your business a little at a time. Make sure that same energy and effort that you're putting into your 9-to-5, that when you come home, that you're putting that into your projects as well, your personal business as well. Because I feel as though some of you want to do something freelance as well, especially those of you who are in the tech industry. Spirit is saying a lot of you guys may be too focused on the short term. You're too focused on the right now. Spirit is saying you need to start thinking for your future. So, for instance, let's say you have a YouTube channel and you're putting out content and it's not really gaining traction or views. Spirit is saying don't give up. Keep putting out that content, because you never know. One of these days, maybe one of your videos might hit on a topic that goes viral, and then boom, your videos start to gain more views. That kind of energy. You know how they say, if you don't stand there and watch a boiling pot, because then it'll never boil. The day you plant the apple tree isn't the same day you're gonna harvest the apple. So with time and patience, everything will grow. And in the meantime, just do whatever it is that you do, a little at a time. And again, get your ideas out there. Whatever idea that you have, the idea in question, get your ideas going. For some of you, if it's not getting your idea out right now, just start getting your ideas going. Start brainstorming. Start writing them down. I feel as though you're going to end up coming up with something, inventing something very innovative, something that's very good for us, something that's good for everyone, something that'll serve humanity. And I feel as though this victory and success will come in after a time of a lot of trial and error, a lot of delays, a lot of stagnancies, a lot of disappointments, a lot of rejection. Didn't, what's his name, Steve Jobs, start Macintosh in his garage, for crying out loud? Andy Warhol got rejected how many times? I mean, granted, some of them, you know, they do end up joining these weird ass secret societies and shit that end up elevating them, but I digress. That's a different story for a different day. But what I'm trying to say is, in this day and age with the internet, you don't have to go to Hollywood to try to pursue a career. You don't have to try, you know, you don't have to literally try to be up somebody's ass to do something. You can literally get your own YouTube channel going, get your own website going. You can literally hustle this shit on your own and be independent and make something of yourself, to where our ancestors couldn't get online and do this shit, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to necessarily sell your soul to make something of yourself. You don't have to come from a specific bloodline specifically just to be successful. That's what I'm trying to say, if you know what I mean. But anyways, let me get some life purpose cards to close the reading. Like, I feel as though with this is genuine hard work. You know, this isn't something where, you know, you paid bribe to get into a university, you know, where they Photoshop your freaking athletic pictures and shit so you can make the track team so you can get into Harvard, you know. This is actual genuine, like, blood, sweat, and tears, you know. And I feel as though, ooh, some of you could be healers. You have a spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share with others. And it's time to decide, make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So keep at it. Don't give up. Some of you, there's a need for you to let go, walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So again, you can't stand there and watch a boiling pot. You got to go, you know, you start the water up, you walk away, maybe you go change your laundry, you go get the dryer out, the stuff out the dryer, I don't know. And then you come back, by the time you're back, you know, it'll be ready, so to speak. There's something that you're too focused on that you need to let go of. If you're working on something and it's not growing, keep at it, keep working on it, keep developing it. And we have creative expression. It says your soul longs to express itself creatively. And then let's get one more to close the reading. We have artists. This is engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So you're an artist for sure. And we have infinite abundance. It says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So the universe is supporting you as you devote yourself to whatever it is that you're meant to do. So don't worry. Let go of worry. Let go of fear, anxiety. I know it's easier said than done, but instead of worrying, tap into your creative expression, because you are an artist. No matter what it is that you do, be it graphic design, be it something in science, technology, engineering, no matter what it is that you do, find a way that you can express yourself creatively through it, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Infinite abundance as always. Let me know if this made any sense in the comments. I just saw 4 for 4. You guys will see me in your next reading. Bye. All right, so for those of you who are drawn to the Ace of Coins, I'm picking up immediately that you guys really like stability. Oh, before I forget, I do want to point out this reading is meant to spark growth and inspiration, or confirm what you're already doing or maybe thinking about pursuing. So only take what resonates and ignore what doesn't, please. And other than that, enjoy the reading. Okay, so let's see. So like I was saying, you guys love stability. Even if you're not a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you love a coin. You love stability. So any career that is routine would be ideal, or anything that makes you a lot of money. I feel like it's imperative that your career makes you a lot of money or brings you some stability, or else you will never be happy. Like, some people are okay with making a certain amount, but you specifically, you have to make a lot of money because you like the finer things in life. I also feel like you're all for building generational wealth and stability. So doing something that you can pass on to your children would be ideal. So like heavy entrepreneur vibes, starting a family business, starting some sort of legacy, starting some sort of empire would be ideal. Anything to do with finances, banking, investing, stocks, bonds, accounting, angel investing, or anything to do with agriculture, farming, even something in the cannabis industry, anything to do with real estate, property management. Some of you could be professional organizers because of your methodical nature. And also any of the humanities, art, literature, cultural studies, linguistics, anthropology, history, sociology, philosophy, religion. Maybe religion or something, even a spiritual-based business, metaphysics or astrology, or anything to do with animals or archaeology. Also herbs, because like some of you could even be like, have that witchy vibe, and like make essential oils and stuff like that. I feel as though it would be ideal for you as a career. Let's get this out the way. All right, let's take a look at your cards. We have the Empress. Wow. So you're very abundant, very beautiful. Like I said, you like the finer things in life, so you need stability. Like, it's imperative that you have stability. I'll put this up here. We have immediately the way you project yourself, do it on your own. The first house, who you are, your desires, and your actions. We have spiritually, to ultimately experience, trusting your psychic knowledge of, resulting from the indecision of or about, in Pisces, your dreams, your idealizations of, be a part of something overwhelming. And then we have sextile opportunity, collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity, synergizes, creates possibilities for, opens doors, promises, brings insights to, communicates, welcomes, and develops. Interesting. So you're someone who's very, very creative as well. Also, anything to do with beauty, vanity, aesthetics, fashion possibly. Some of you, I feel as though you're very photogenic, you're very attractive, very easy on the eye, or you clean up very well. Some of you could be naturalistas, have an afro, or some of you you could literally make natural products and sell them. I also feel as though you would do very well collaborating with others, especially those of a like-minded nature, like those of like people who are in the same arena as you, who do things that are creative. I feel as though there's going to be some sort of door of opportunity opening up as well for you. There's something about the way you project yourself. So even just you yourself, like you yourself as yourself, you can brand yourself. Something about your essence, your aura, the way you talk, something that you know, or something that you're really, really skilled or good at. And Spirit is saying, do it immediately, like yesterday kind of shit. And do it on your own. So I'm also picking up on a lot of entrepreneurship vibes, if I didn't already say that. Take action towards your desires, because it's something about who you are that is very attractive. And if you're a man watching this, I feel as though you could be very masculine, or you could have a lot of muscles or a very nice body. The women have nice bodies too with the Empress card. You're very attractive. I feel as though your dreams, something about you have very big dreams. It's Spirit is saying you can make it happen by doing this on your own. You don't need anybody. Like, literally, you can hustle and make your dreams come true on your own. And I see you ultimately being a part of something very overwhelming, possibly being, you know, either you're going to be famous or you're going to end up collaborating with famous people. And for some of you, I feel as though you could have some sort of spiritual gift. You could literally be psychic or have some sort of esoteric, occult, or psychic knowledge. You could be very spiritual. And I feel as though everything that you've been through in your life was to bring you to this point, or to this moment right now, to where you can use that to make a career for yourself. Some of you, this could be through writing a book. This could be through telling your story through a documentary, or like just expressing your story and your feelings through your art, whatever it is that you do. There's a need for you to trust your intuition, trust your psychic knowledge. Some of you have a tendency to be a little bit indecisive, but Spirit is saying trust your intuition. Always go with your first instinct and take action towards whatever it is that you feel like will make your dreams come true, no matter how silly it is. Maybe even if for example, if you want to build your social media following, you're like, oh my God, this is so silly for me to have a TikTok, or this is so silly for me to post a selfie every day. This seems so narcissistic. Well, if you want your dreams to come true, to have a large social media following, that's what you have to do, no matter how silly it seems. If you want to be a singer, they said Beyonce, her dad used to make her jog and run and shit and made her sing at the same time, so that when she's on stage and shit, she's not all crazy, right? Love got me so crazy, right? You know what I mean? So she can build her breath control. So if you want to be a singer, goddammit, go out jogging and sing while you're doing it, no matter who's watching you, no matter how stupid or crazy you look. You don't give a fuck about those people. If you want to be a YouTuber, you know, you want to get a good vlogging channel, and you're too embarrassed to vlog outside. If you're too embarrassed to vlog outside, how's that gonna work? You're gonna have to overcome that awkwardness and that you being shy of talking to a camera outside in public and having people stare at you like it's not 2020, like, you know, we don't have FaceTime and shit in it, like it's not uncommon to talk to a camera. Like, the way people look at you is like, bro, like, come on now, you know this isn't uncommon. But I digress. So this is what I'm picking up for you guys. Let's take a look at some life purpose oracle messages to close the reading. I took a long ass nap and I just woke up, so my energy is kind of Some of you, there might be a need for you to work with crystals, or maybe you're considering opening a business to do it, gemstones, crystals, or like I said, a spiritual based business. I feel as though it's going to be successful. Some of you, there's a need for you to study. It says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Some of you, there might be a need for you to go back to school specifically for what it is that you're wanting to do, or some of you could even just be self-taught, so there's a need for you to do more research. And you know, with the beauty of the internet, you can literally teach yourself how to do anything online these days. Like, I taught myself how to do my nails and shit. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I mean, when I first started, when you look at my older videos, I feel like I definitely got better. We have children. It says your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Also writing. It says you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Get two more. It says travel. It says your life purpose involves traveling. So again, more entrepreneur vibes. It looks like he's at the airport, happy as hell. He got clients coming in. He's doing his work online on his laptop. So literally all you need is internet connection to do your work. You can work from anywhere in the world. Remote work, digital nomad vibes. Some of you also anything to do with technology, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, coding, programming. Some of you even making children's games, children's books, animation. We have infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Let's get one more. You're not meant to be confined to an office or someplace for 8-9 hours. You're meant to be free. And then last but not least, we have strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous, and overall energy assists leadership. It goes back to the action energy. Take charge of the situation, because again, everything that you've experienced in your life, like I already said, has brought you to this point. Some of you, whatever it is that you faced, it was, again, so that you can flourish in your career, right? So this is what I'm picking up for you guys. Let me know in the comments if this made any sense. Infinite abundance as always, and you guys will see me in your next reading. Bye. All right, so if you were drawn to the Ace of Cups, I do want to point out before I start that this reading is meant to spark growth and inspiration, or confirm what you're already doing or thinking about pursuing. So only take what resonates as per usual and ignore the messages that don't, because these are messages for a bunch of people on YouTube, for crying out loud. Okay, so let's jump right in. I have a bunch of channel messages for you. All right, so Ace of Cups. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Even if you're not, I feel as though you're someone who's very sensitive, intuitive, empathetic, kind, gentle, and nurturing. Cups energy, at least to me, represents emotions and tarot. And because of your sensitive nature, you could be easily affected by your environment. So loud, harsh, fast-paced work environments typically are not the best for you, for instance. Some ideal careers for you specifically would be like a librarian, a psychologist, accountant, interior design, massage therapy, anything psychology related. So like an art therapist, sports psychologist, school counselor, or psychologist, a forensic or criminal psychologist. Some other ideal careers would be social work, marriage counseling, family medicine, working with animals, children, and anything dealing with women's health. And also because of the Cups energy, I was also picking up anything to do with like bartending, beverage, food services, hospitality, even winemaking for a specific few of you. All right, so let's take a look at your cards. Ooh, we have the Six of Wands, victory, success, accolades, kudos, congratulations, fame, recognition, being cheered on, somebody absolutely loving you or your product or what it is that you do, you're really good at. Put this up here. We have Capricorn, the boss. You could be a Capricorn, or there might be a need for you to step into this Capricorn boss energy. Be a little bit more serious when it comes to your business and your career. Authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, enduring, accomplished, badass, majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, corporate, reserved, rigid, or disciplined. There's a need for you to take on this energy. And look at the diamond. I always say on this channel, pressure cooks diamonds, right? And we have patiently. What you want, get what you need. Second house. Your beliefs, what you value, your resources, and last but not least, responsibly, success. Become a person of power and success. 10th house, your destiny, where you're going, and your career. So you're destined and fated to be successful in whatever it is that you end up doing. Some of you, I feel as though whatever it is that you end up doing will end up bringing you a sense of recognition or fame, even if it's on a smaller scale. Maybe this could be a little bit of, social media clout or social media fame. Spirit is saying stick to your beliefs and your values, your core values, and don't be afraid to use your resources, because I feel as though this is kind of giving me the magician energy and tarot. You have everything that you need to get what you want. I always say 100 years ago, our ancestors couldn't get online and start their own business. Our ancestors couldn't open their own Etsy shop. You have the opportunity to do so, so do it. There's no reason for people to complain and not make money online in this day and age. You can literally make money online doing anything. People are making money selling feet pictures. What's your excuse, boo? People are making money eating pickles, eating 300-pound lobsters, ASMR and shit. Like, come on. There's no excuse. There's so many creative ways you can make money doing what you love online. And so I feel as though you already maybe understand this, or there's a need for you to or there's a need for you to come to this understanding and use your resources. Use that internet. Don't sit online and watch the shade room all day, or waste your time and energy on bullshit. Use that to your advantage. Use the internet for your self-mastery, your self-development. Like everything, the internet is a tool. You can use it for toxicity and bullshit, or you can use it to better yourself. And Spirit is saying with this patiently, eventually if you have time and you're consistent to whatever it is that you do, and you stay focused on your focus, you will get what you want and what you need. It is your destiny and your birthright and where you're eventually going. Something about your career, you're going to have a lot of responsibilities, but I feel as though you're going to be very, very successful. And also with the responsibly, I feel as though be responsible as to who you associate with, because the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And I feel as though eventually where you're going to have a lot to lose, as long as you're patient and you put in the work. Some of you, I see you becoming a person of power and status, or you rubbing shoulders with people of power and status. This is literally where you're going. It's literally your destiny. Look. Be careful what you put on the internet. Be careful how you carry yourself. Be careful who you associate with. Be careful who you're sending your nudes to. Because one day when you're rich and famous and on TV, you don't want motherfuckers leaking that shit. You know, that kind of energy. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to gain some sort of recognition or success this coming December, around Christmas season or Thanksgiving, for whenever you happen to see this. To close the reading, I'm going to pull some oracle messages. Everything you need to know is listed down below as well in the description box. But let's get some messages to close the reading. We have justice. It says your career brings fairness and protections to others who need it. So some of you might even end up doing something in the legal system, or ultimately I feel as though whatever it is that you do will end up inspiring others and helping others. We have leadership. You're meant to be a leader. Take charge of the situation. Let's get two more. I just saw 32, 32. The number 32 could be significant for some of you. We have freedom. You're free to do whatever it is that you choose. So I feel as though you are one of those jack of all trades kind of energy. You're free to do whatever it is that you choose. Some of you don't want to be confined to a workspace for 9 hours, 8 hours. Some of you, I'm also picking up on freelance entrepreneur vibes, where you're free to travel and work remotely. But there's a need for you to practice if this is what you want. Polish your skills by practicing regularly, whatever it is that you do. Let's get one more. It says environmentalist. It says you're an earth angel who is born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and animals. So there you go. That as well. And then we have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones as a channel for healing energy. Some of you are also meant to possibly make jewelry. I just saw 333, or deal in crystals. Underneath that we have counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic air. For some of you, you may need to seek out counseling as well. Possibly career counseling or counseling in general. But that's what I'm picking up for you guys. I hope it helped. Let me know in the comments if it made any sense. Infinite abundance as always. And you guys will see me in your next reading. Bye. Alright, so if you were drawn to the Ace of Wands, I do want to point out that this reading is meant to spark growth and inspiration, or confirm what you've already been doing or thinking about pursuing. So only take what resonates and ignore the rest as per usual, because realistically this is on YouTube. It's meant for a ton of people. Alright, so let's take a look at your channeled messages. I have a ton. Alright, it says According to your personality type, so you could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Even if you're not, I feel as though you carry this really fiery energy. So anything to do with fire, example, candle making could be an ideal career for you. You could even start your own business or a side hustle. Glass blowing. Right now, a lot of states and countries are making cannabis legal, so there's a need for glass products, you know. Everything with fire, anything to do with fire, working with fire. It says, okay, so I wrote this down last night, and it says I looked up at the stove and microwave, and it was 1:11. Dang, I was up late writing this, or was it in the afternoon? Yeah, I think it was yesterday afternoon. It was 1:11. So I feel as though the number 1 could be significant for you, especially in reference to your career. Some of you, I feel as though there could be some sort of new beginning on the horizon in your career, or in reference to your career, or a breakthrough. For some of you, I was also hearing audition. And then you're meant to do something that you're absolutely passionate about as well. So if there's a career or something that you've been contemplating doing and you're not sure about it, and like you're kind of going back and forth about it, and you're not super passionate about it, or you're not super in love with it, then it's not meant for you. Because again, with this fire energy, it points back to passion. So you're meant to do something that you absolutely love to do. Also, something that will allow you to express your creativity, because Wands energy, at least to me, is all about creativity. For some of you, sports, because Wands energy is all about action and movement. So anything that is exciting in a career that is exciting, and any career that keeps you on the go will be the most ideal for you. Any of the arts, culinary arts, music, performing arts, photography, sculpting, dance, theater, graphic design, fashion, content creating, and also anything to do with aviation, air travel, or transportation in general. All right, so let me take a sip of my water, and let's take a look at your cards. All right, so we have Ace of Wands. Ooh, we have Two of Cups. So again, Two of Cups is all about love. Again, you're meant to do something that you are absolutely passionate about and absolutely love. Some of you, I feel as though you might end up possibly even meeting a love connection through your work or through your career, whatever it is that you do. And you notice on my readings, I always say some of you this, some of you that. I don't want to generalize, because again, these are for a ton of people. So only take what resonates and ignore the rest. We have Moon, feelings, instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing moods, and mother. Some of you are also meant to do something in reference to women or women's health, women's fashion, anything to do with women specifically, even if you're a man watching this, because there's something about you that's very nurturing. And I feel as though whatever it is that you do, possibly this is something that comes from your lineage, it comes from your family, possibly your maternal side of the family, your mother's side of the family. So for instance, if you end up doing something in theater, this is something that your great-grandmother did, your mother did. You know, this is something that has been always passed down through generations. Some sort of gift or talent. We have the drive for it, the confirmation of action. And it's crazy because look at the energy, the red energy. Wands energy is all about action. Mars, energize, comfort, or confront, force yourself to. And then we have your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions or overwhelming events, 12th house, seeking oneness with all there is, philanthropy, keep your involvement hidden. For some of you, you're supposed to or meant to do some sort of philanthropic work or charitable work. And ultimately, I feel as though you're going to be doing a lot of charitable work. You're going to be donating a lot of money, time, and resources and energy to organizations. And with this, keep your involvement hidden. Either Spirit is saying keep it to yourself, because you know how and I think it's in the Bible, they say when the left hand does for the right, it doesn't tell, or something to that effect. You know, like you see people giving stuff to homeless people, and then they take a picture and video and put it on Instagram and YouTube, and like Spirit is saying don't be that kind of person. Or I feel as though you're not that kind of person. You're going to be doing a lot of good, and I feel as though this is something that you're doing low key. And I feel as though because you're doing so, or because of your faith and your hidden tendencies, because I feel as though something that you do in secret, maybe this is prayer, maybe this is positive affirmation, maybe this could, you literally, maybe you practice dancing, you practice singing, you practice something in a creative capacity. Whatever it is that you do, a lot of people don't know about it. I feel as though it's going to end up bringing you a lot of abundance or a lot of recognition. But you're going to have to force yourself to come out to the world or to show what it is that you do. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to end up working or collaborating with some sort of large institution. And it's going to be so overwhelming with this overwhelming events, but it's going to be so positive. So for instance, this is just a random example. Maybe you're someone who went through a weight loss journey and you finally lost the weight, and like you wear a lot of Nike products, and like you post videos of you working out your Nike products, and so Nike will reach out to you and be like, hey, we've seen your weight loss journey, we love what you're doing, and we see that you wear our products, and we love to bring you to our Nike headquarters here in Beaverton, by the way. I used to live down the street from that place, and we want to, like, you know, collaborate with you, and like you get an endorsement deal from Nike, or like, you know, like some of these influencers get like endorsement deals, or they get collaborations or sponsorships from like Fabletics and shit, like random shit like that. I feel as though you're going to end up doing something to that effect. It doesn't have to be in reference to sports or weight loss. That's just an example. Whatever it is that you do, I feel as though you're going to end up gaining a sponsorship or collaboration. But you're going to have to put yourself out to. And for some of you, this is something that you do secretly. It's a hidden talent or a gift. And you're going to have to force yourself to take action and put yourself out there in order to get whatever opportunity that's coming. Woo, can't talk. It's long overdue with this volcano. It's like bubbling, boiling over, and it's going to be something that you absolutely love. Some of you, this is also going to afford you travel, and you're going to end up meeting someone internationally through whatever it is that you do through your career or work. All right, to close the reading, I'm going to pull some life purpose cards. Some of you could do music specifically. Oh my God, it is so hot in my apartment. Woo! We have options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So I feel as though you're weighing out your options right now. Some of you, I feel as though there's going to be a chance or opportunity for you to choose between one or two options or offers in reference to your career. With the Libra scale. Speaker, it says your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Oh, also it says environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and animals. So again, some of you, you're going to end up getting invited by a large institution to come and speak. Or I see you speaking at colleges, hospitals, universities, or depending on whatever it is that you do, I see you going to speak. Even if it's something in reference to the music industry or movies, or I don't know, I see you speaking, giving, talking about your experience or something that you do. And with this freedom, I feel as though it's going to afford you a lot of travel and movement around. You're going to constantly be on the move, but this is what you want. This is what your personality type needs. You need to be free to do whatever you choose. And with this leadership, it says it's time for you to take charge of this situation. Underneath that, it says time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true decision. Look at all the numbers. Some of you could see a lot of number synchronicities, but Spirit is saying it's time to decide. It's time to take action. If you've been second guessing yourself, you are everything, boo. You can do it. So this is what I'm picking up for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Infinite abundance as always. And you guys will see me in your next reading. Bye.